Guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it feels so good to be saying this. On this channel, I think I've been gone for over a year. Guys, I just had to stop YouTube for a while because I just had a lot going on. Like, so much has been going on. Like, continuing YouTube at that time was just going to overwhelm me. But I'm so happy to be back, and if this is your first time to this channel, welcome. This is going to be an update video. I'm going to update you on what has happened this past couple of months, what I've been up to, what I'm currently up to. Like, there is so much to gist you guys, and also tell you guys the direction this channel is going to be, going, as we grow on here. And we are at 1,000 subscribers. It was such a miracle to me that I haven't been posting content on here for over a year, but the videos that I've been posting have been doing so well that we grew to 1,000. Thank you guys, thank you. This video is going to be me just updating you guys, like I said earlier, and I'll be doing my makeup while I do that. There are a lot of things I'm going to talk about, and I think that I will be doing a voiceover because I don't know how y'all do it, like wearing your makeup and talking at the same time. Like, makeup is part of my self-care routine, so I like to do it in silence, so you'll be hearing a voice over. So while I'm doing my makeup, any of the products that I use, I would give the information about the product on the screen so that you can, get into it or copy it or whatever. So yeah, let's get started. I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to be doing this because I've always loved content creation. So let's get to it. So let's start with my NYSC because I think that's when, I started having a lot going on that I just had to stop YouTube, right? So my NYSC was like 3 years ago, but I did my NYSC in Ibadan. So if you're not Nigerian and you're wondering what NYSC is, so NYSC basically stands for National Youth Service Corps. It's a compulsory 1-year program every graduate in Nigeria has to do to serve the country for 1 year. So during the course of this, you're posted to another state. You're assigned to a place of primary assignment where you get to serve. It might be school, institutions, companies, factories. Not really factories, right? But you're assigned to somewhere to serve. So that was what I was doing, and I was posted to Ibadan, y'all. And sometimes when I tell people then that I was posted to Ibadan or that I am in Ibadan doing my NYSC, then they always be like, Ibadan. They'll be pitying me all of a sudden because if I went to Unizik, which is in Anambra State, Nnamdi Azikiwe University. So you know how far Ibadan is. But I loved it because all my life I've been in Anambra State. I went to my primary, junior secondary, senior secondary, even university in Anambra. So I wanted a change of scenery. I wanted to experience another tribe, another culture. And in Ibadan, mostly Yorubas are there. So it was something so interesting for me to get to go to Ibadan, and I really enjoyed my service there. I was posted to a school. I did my PPA there. So then I was doing YouTube at the same time, having to juggle, working at my PPA at that time. And I was posted to a school. I was teaching. You have to prepare your lesson notes and all. It was a lot for me, but I still, continue to push through and all of that, and I made amazing friends, y'all. I made amazing friends during that time. And after my NYSC, I didn't want to go back to Anambra. Because in fact, when I was 7, my plan was never even to, you finish your NYSC, you get a job and all of that. I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to work from home. I wanted to be a full-time content creator, and as at then, it's not like, if you ask me how, I didn't know. I just knew that I had to be consistent doing, what the little that I had in my hand. That was just what I was doing by the side, and it wasn't even lucrative then. I wasn't earning much. It was just coming in trickles once in a blue moon and all. So going back to Anambra, if I go back, I'll go back to my father's house and I'll be at home. I'll be bored. I'll be frustrated. I decided to renew my rent there. I renewed my rent. That was when I got a job working as a social media manager. So as a content creator, like behind the scenes, I also work with brands as a social media manager and email marketing expert. Like I handle their email marketing, creating newsletters, sending it out, designing, and the rest. So I was working with a brand then, one of my very first brands to work with, a beauty brand, by the way. So the from the money that the brand was paying me, I was able to save up, and I renewed my rent there in Ibadan. My husband, who was my then boyfriend, also assisted me as well. So I renewed my rent. I continued to stay in Ibadan at that time for over a year, and it was becoming frustrating because I was getting bored a lot. You know, as an Igbo babe that has stayed in Oka all through her life, having to stay in another town, the food, oh my god, I had to deal with, my taste buds, pepper and the rest. But after, when it was coming close to the to that year, it was the second time that I renewed my rent. It was in August that my boyfriend proposed to me. So he basically invited me to Abuja because that's where he's based at that time. So he invited me to Abuja, and I didn't know that he had planned with my friends for a surprise engagement. It was he did it exactly like he knows me, because all that engagement where you call the whole world, you blow trumpets. I don't want it. I think one of our conversation, I've always said something like that, like, we'll be watching maybe a proposal video together and there's so much noise, so many people. I don't want that. Personally, I'm even the type of person that if you want to propose to me in private, like let it just be two of us, you get. But anyway, he understood the assignment. It was a very beautiful restaurant. It's so funny how social media is, because I even posted pictures of me, not like of the engagement, my dress and my outfit. I was looking really good because we're going out on a date, so I dressed really good, and people saw the picture and liked it. But I was like, social media, not knowing that was the day that my best friend proposed to me. It was so beautiful. It was just everything, right? So after that, I went back to Ibadan because that's where I was residing as at that time. And also, while I was working I told you that I've been working behind the scenes as a social media manager and email marketing expert. It's basically digital marketing for beauty brands behind the scenes. And it was mostly freelance. And the thing about freelance is there's just a lot of nuances to freelance. I tried to use Upwork then so that I'll be able to be getting steady deals, but the pricing on Upwork was just not coming for me. People price very, like, if you see the pricing and then the deliverables that they want, I was like, no, this is not for me. So I started praying. I told God something. I told God, please give me wisdom. I need your wisdom. Like, the Holy Spirit is my absolute best friend in everything that I do. I talk to the way I'm talking to you now. That's how I literally pray. So I was like, God, I need give me wisdom on how to systemize and formally make this my passion for working with beauty entrepreneurs, digital marketing formal, like in such a way that I can brand it and package. I don't want to open another page just like almost everybody's doing and be the social media manager, just a social media manager. I wanted to work more with beauty brands behind the scenes. Before I went from I wanted to have a lot of brand deals and sponsorships to now wanting to work more behind the scenes with beauty brands. And I'm so grateful for that journey, because it's been a lot of when and what if and hows, and I'm so grateful that the Holy Spirit has been leading me along the way. So that was my prayer at that point in time. So I remember around November I had to travel down to the east, so I had a temporary job to do. One of the things I also do is once in a while I work with WHO on some of their projects that had to do with surveys and the rest. So something like that came up. I had to travel because it was an in-house training. After the training, then the job begins immediately. So it was during the training as well. During the training, I got another client for, as like I was freelancing, then I got another client. So it was so exciting for me. And one day, the Holy Spirit was like, inspired me, your own digital marketing agency. That was the day it occurred to me, like, wait, hold up. I can actually, like, what I'm doing in order to make it formal, that's like starting my own digital marketing agency. Almost, if you know me very well, you know me, I'm very good with research. I started doing feasibility studies, I started researching, and I wanted to enter start my agency with a very beautiful, unique value proposition. I didn't want to be doing what everybody else was, doing. So that was why I decided to niche down, and I wanted to start in a niche that I'm very conversant with, where I'm very, very good with. So I started with beauty marketing, and that's how Social Butterfly Haven came to place. And you know me, you know that when God gives me a vision, I run with it. Like, I don't just write the vision down, I write it down. When it's time, I speed off with it. So that December, that was when I launched. I paid someone to do my branding, my visual identity branding. I launched my agency. So yeah, that's the Social Butterfly Haven you guys know today. So I'm so happy for that growth. I'm so happy for that journey. I feel truly happy doing it. It's like I found out oh yes, it is. And I'm back to YouTube because right now I have clarity on what I want to do here on YouTube. And one of the things I was also telling God was, how do I pivot? Because I set out as a natural hair blogger. I don't want to be known just as that girl that does natural hair content creation. There are so many aspects of me that I really want to share with you guys, but I always feel restricted to that. You have to niche down, all of that. So I was like, I took a break to kind of like think about it, and also like pray and wait on God to give me direction on the next thing. So lately I've just had the strength. I know it's time to be back, so expect more vlogs. Yes, expect more vlogs once in a while. Expect natural hair care videos, because I love natural hair education. I also did some touch-ups and some rebranding. So I changed my domain name from hisworldmybeauty.com to violaekene.com. I did a lot of investments here for my personal brand and for my business. I'm not playing when I say I'm back. So currently I am in Abuja. So I got married to my best friend. God, I can't believe I missed that out. I got married to my best friend in April. And yeah, I'm currently now in Abuja. I'm not an Abuja baby. I'm based here in Abuja. So expect a lot of Abuja living vlogs. Expect good content, stuffs like that. So yeah, guys, this is literally the life update. That's all I just wanted to share with you. I hope I'm not leaving anything out. No, I'm just so grateful for the journey and just how far that I've come, because it's been quite a journey. And I would always, like, in my next life, I would be a content creator. I'll be doing exactly what I'm doing because I love it so much. So thank you always for sticking around. If you watched to this point, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm so hyped to be back, to be honest. I'm so excited. So yeah, thank you. If you love my content and you would like to support, one thing that you can do for me is to subscribe. Okay, subscribe. And when you subscribe, there's a bell beside the subscribe button. Tap the bell beside the subscribe button. The essence of tapping that bell is so that you're notified whenever I post new videos and you can watch them. See you in my next video. Bye.